Hello everyone, this is Crimson and welcome back to Pokemon Violet. In the last video, we faced off against, what's her name? Nimona, that's right. We faced off against Nimona and yeah, pretty much we finished every single challenge that this game has to offer us. So we finished the Gym Challenge, we finished the Starfall Street Challenge, and the Path of Legends. All that's left next is to go venture into the Great Crater of Paldea. So let's fly over to Medali because that should be the closest to the drop-off zone. And I guess we'll head straight in. But before we really set off, I need to go and stock up on some more items after our last few battles here. So let's buy like 16 potions. I think that'll be enough. Also buy some more max potions because those came in handy, let me tell you. Okay, and I think we'll find on full restores. Let's get some more revives. And I think that should be it. Okay. Now, where do we need to go? Is this where I have the check mark here? Let's set this as our destination. And yeah, oh, this is where Larry's gym was. That's right. I remember I had so many problems with this gym because of how difficult it was. All of Larry's Pokemon were normal type Pokemon, but the problem is that none of his Pokemon had any weaknesses at all, which I did not understand. It didn't make any sense. You would think that normal Pokemon that would at least have some weaknesses, but none of them did. And then I remember I was so happy to finally defeat him. And then he shows up as one of the Elite Four members, so that definitely where is this? Okay, never mind. I thought we could just climb up this entire place, right? We don't have to go through that spooky cave, but that looks familiar. I've probably been there before. Up here we. Oh, it's right there. Oh, I could have just head straight in. There's no point for that. Hey, over here. Oh, it's quiet. Too quiet. This is the Zero Gate. It was made so researchers could try to observe the inside of the Great Crater of Paldea, what folks call Area Zero. It's our ticket down into the crater. Oh, and speaking of the crater, you know that Pokemon of yours, the one I gave you? Area Zero is apparently where Miraidon was born or something like that. Maybe it'll be happy it could finally come back home. Not that I really care or anything. Anyway, there are two new teammates should be waiting for us inside the Zero Gate. Guess we should head in. And I think I already know who they are, because one of them... Well, yeah, no, of course I know who they are. It has to be Nimona and Penny. Because those were the only two options that we have. And it looks like we started a new quest here. It looks dark, though. Whoa, kind of dark here. Hola, Crimson. Arvid said there'd be tons of strong Pokemon, so here I am. Once she heard she'd get into battle awesome Pokemon, she was in here in a second. You're an annoying little pest at the academy, but you could come in handy for this. Spoken like a guy who wants to get beaten in a battle. But more importantly, why is it so dark? And where are the awesome Pokemon? Yeah, it is weird that the lights are off. Last time I was here, the electricity was up and running, but now... Well, now the lights are on. But why? I turned them on. Seems like they were on power saving mode. I hacked into the system controls and overrode the settings. Oh, it's you, the kid with the fluffy Eevee backpack. I guess my name is Penny. Well, hey, we never actually got to talk. I'm Nimona. I'm in class 1A. You must be some kind of tech whiz. Do you like Pokemon battling too? You talk like way too much. The director introduced us when you need someone with good tech. She's a no-brainer. Anyway, Penny here has also agreed in a second when she heard it was to help Crimson. I'm not really the adventuring type, but I owe you, Crimson, and I pay my debts. She's surprisingly old-fashioned like that. And of course, everyone knows me, Arvin. My loves include Mabostiff and cooking and biometric identification in progress. Hello, Crimson. I have been expecting you. And it seems you have gathered a group of formidable allies as well. Who are you? Oh no. That's my dad. Probably. What do you mean, probably? What? That's Professor Turo. Nimona, student ID number 805C001. And Penny, student ID number 803B121. Thank you for coming. Oh, of course, Professor. Oh my gosh, it's such an honor to meet you in person. I mean, not in person exactly. Arvin, did you tell your dad about us? When would I have done that? To begin with, I'd like to ask you all to make your way down into the crater of Paldea. You can reach the lower chamber by using the elevator you see to your right. Why does this feel like a trap? Dad? Please proceed below. Are they not on good terms? Must not be. Something doesn't seem right. Something doesn't seem right about this. I don't know what. Well, how did he know who Nimona and Penny is? Like, why is he scanning them? Well, here we are. And supposedly he's trapped down here. Biometric identification in progress. Identities confirmed. He sounds like a robot. Access granted to the lower level. That is still Professor Turo. How it opened for us automatically? Not quite. Looks to me someone's controlling this thing remotely. Once you step through, you will be above Area 0. Crimson, you have brought Miraidon with you. Yes? Should I tell them that? I thank you for bringing it with you on your many adventures. If you utilize Miraidon's gliding capabilities, it should be able to descend into the depths of Area 0. What? Isn't there like an elevator or something? And wait, did you say Miraidon can fly? When you reach the bottom, I will get in touch with you once again. I hope your trip is uneventful. Railroading people into stuff, just like always. I can't wait to see what Pokemon live down in Area 0. Let's go. Something doesn't seem right. Why would he ask for Miraidon like that? That girl, is she like incapable of fear or what? I guess we better go too. I don't trust it. Wait, also, why would... I think this has to be the first ever Pokemon game where we don't meet the professor in person until the very end of the game. Well, I mean, then again, there was Professor Oak. Crimson, you ready for the worst? Yes, I am. Good, that's all we need to hear. Get out that Pokemon of yours and we'll be off. There was Professor Oak in some of the early Pokemon games where he would show up at the end. But that's mainly because he makes like a cameo or something. Oh, is Miraidon scared? Scared of heights. What do you... That's what I'd say. Well, no wonder. Yeah, I was about to say, I've made Miraidon jump off of like a bunch of cliffs before in the past. Like, what's the issue now? How does that logic work? Get on! Wait, screenshot worthy. There we go. I had to. Okay, why don't I get to ride on Miraidon? Why am I just dangling off the edge? Oh, thanks, Arvin. Okay. And oh, look at this. Well, this isn't that scary. Area 0. It doesn't look that scary. Okay, never mind. I don't like the fog. We have to go up there, do you think? And now I'm back here again. I think I might have died once or twice there. What's wrong? Wait, what's wrong with Miraidon? Huh? It chose to go back into its ball? It's probably just hungry or something. Wait a second. Where's that student council girl? Where's she gone? You don't think she... Everyone, you have to see this. Area Zero is amazing. Come on already. I guess your ability to would be own tempo, huh? Biometric identification in progress. 4 humans identified. Condition satisfactory. Vital signs all within normal reach. It appears you were able to make the descent without being harmed. Hey, yeah, sure. Smooth sailing. Who could possibly complain about a landing like that? This is good. I had concerns you might fail, given the crudeness of the only available access method. I think your dad's sarcasm detector needs fixing. What about us? That's so sweet. You should now make your way to me at the Zero Lab in the deepest part of Area Zero. However, the entrance to the lab is barred by 4 locks installed on the exterior, which I cannot unlock. Oh, that's why he's trapped. 4 locks. On your way to me, you must visit 4 research stations that were constructed in the crater. 1. At each station, you'll be able to disable one of the locks. Do so as you make your way down. I hope you succeed. Yes, let's disable the locks and get in. Sounds like a video game when you say it out loud, huh? Come on, time to find our way to the deepest part of Area Zero. But look at all the Pokemon over here. There's so many. And I can't ride Miraidon, so we got to walk all the way over there. Oh, okay. Let's see. How strong are you? Level 52. Okay, not bad. I think we should be fine then. We should be fine. I decided in the end not to swap out any of my Pokemon. I said that I was, but I think I should be fine. If worst comes to the worst, then I still can in the future. And technically speaking, I do have some stronger Pokemon in my Pokebox here. I have some of the, what do you call it? The rare shiny event Pokemon. So I have the Qianpao, Tinglu, Wo-Chien, and wherever the other one is. I know there's a 4th one I have somewhere. It's here somewhere. I know it's here. It was here. We have Wo-Chien, Tinglu. Oh, and then here we go. Chi-Yu. There we go. I have the 4 legendary Pokemon, and they're all shiny Pokemon too, and I keep forgetting that I can't ride Miraidon. Attack! Never mind. Oh well. So this is the inside of the Great Crater. Feels different from seeing it in our textbooks. So intense. Normally, we'd never be able to get here and see it for ourselves. Huh? Where did Miraidon go? Seems like it got spooked by something and it's hiding in its ball. Serio, that's not good. Can we even talk about getting up to the surface without it? It should be alright last time I was here. I caught a flying taxi out of the crater. They always come through. It's a real sob story. Why didn't you just call the professor if he's down here? Don't you get along or anything? Shh, none of your business, Pipsqueak. No need to bite my head off. What are you getting all huffy for anyway? Oh, come on, you two. This is an adventure. Anyways, this is strange. I've just now realized that they're all following us. Like, everyone here, all of our companions, they're all following us. You know, I really hope that this... Okay. Hello? There we go. Flo is there. I keep running into a lot of Pokemon. I don't really want to fight many of them. I'm not really in the mood for that. But I really hope that this becomes a new thing in the next Pokemon game. Because it seems like in Pokemon Legends ZA, based on the trailers, there's a lot... What is that thing? Might have to catch that thing. But it seems like there's a lot of different... there's a lot of like companions, kind of like this. There's like 4 companions, it seems. And I'm hoping that I'll be able to, like, you know, have them all follow me around like this. You know, you see, this would be a lot more fun if we were able to have, like, companions and then they would just join us like this instead of having this only be at the very end of the game. Yeah, that would be amazing. It'd be just like the anime, the Pokemon anime. But here we go. We're coming across our first research lab over here. I'm hoping that I'm not missing any. But then again, it is a long walk, is it? Okay, well, here's the first place. So there's Lichen Rock. This place is so giant. Look, I'm pretty sure I could just survive that. Oh, no, never mind. I can't survive that fall. I'm gonna have to take the safe way down. Okay, I know I can survive this fall. I know I can survive that. Oh, I bet that's what we're looking for. That must be one of the buildings the professor was talking about. Oh yeah, that's what they're called. Radish rations? Research stations. Well, I was close. Wow, you have such great memory, Penny. What great is my common sense compared to you lot, apparently. Uh-oh. What the heck is that? Oh, I've seen that thing before. That's the Pokemon La Primera uses. I didn't know that species could be found in the Great Crater. Come on, Crimson, let's take it all together. You know, Nemona's Lichen Rock reminds me so much of Pokemon Sun because that's where that Pokemon is from. Pokemon Sun was my first game, and I'm thinking of replaying through it now that I have all of my Pokemon backed up from that game. Yeah, I really want to replay through that game again. I think that has to be my favorite Pokemon game. It's been years since I've properly played it. Are there going to be a lot more of these rare Pokemon down here, do you think? You think that was something? Please, you've really got no idea how terrifying Area Zero is. Wow, patronizing much. Easy, you two. Let's head inside the research station. Yeah, I really want to play through Pokemon Sun again. I think that has to be my favorite game. But then again, it is my first one, so I might just be biased here. Well, let's head inside. I think a solid second place. I would have to put Pokemon Sword in second place. Anyways, wow, are these ancient ruins? Oh no, I lied. Wait. My ranking of Pokemon games, my top 3 at the moment, because I haven't really played that much Pokemon games. 1, Pokemon Sun. 2, Legends Arceus. 3, Sword. There we go. They look far too recent for that. It appears you have reached your first research station without incident. This facility was constructed 87 years ago as a way station for surveying Area Zero. So that's why there's a bed. Looks like we could use this place to rest up if we need to. Crimson, if you'd be so kind as to disable the first lock using the central panel. Okay, touch. Do I want to press the button? Yes, I want to press the button. Okay, so there's 3 more to find. Please continue your efforts to find the remaining ones. Alright, well, let's keep going then. I think I'm gonna... Wait a minute. There's one of those teleporter pads in there. One of those teleporter pads. Where would you like to go? The 0... Oh, I can only go back to where I've been. Okay. I almost never saw my dad my whole life. Oh, is it time for the backstory reveal? Penny, shh. He was always busy with work, hardly ever came home. I cooked for myself, cleaned for myself, but Boston was the only one I had. So yeah, I don't really know him at all, even if he is my dad. Try not to think about it too much. Try to be proud that he was famous. But the truth is, I'd rather... Okay, he's speaking too fast. I can't really follow along. But I mean, it seems like they're mostly just introducing themselves to each other. So this is mostly things that we know, which is the good news. So we're not really missing out too much. Where is the next lab, do you think? We have to search. Oh, there's one up there. Oh, there is one up there. Right? That is one of them. Has to be. Oh, there's one down there. No, that's not the lab. That's where Professor Turo is stuck. He's stuck up there. But what is this thing? Hello? I don't know what that purple thing is. I think he's stuck up there. This is not a way to get up there directly, I think. Oh, here we go. Here's another one of the labs. Can we just slide down here, do you think? Yeah, we got this. Whee! I mean, this kind of sucks that we still can't ride Miraidon. Okay. Right, well, let's head over to the next area here. Okay, well, I mean, I guess it's good that we're gonna let Flo take on the rest of these guys and get some more XP while we're here. The second research station, about time too. Here, let's get in and take a breather. I thought you'd have a bit more stamina, student council girl. I'm just full of surprises. That wasn't a compliment, you know. Look at that Delibird. It's good to see some familiar Pokemon down here too. What is that thing? That doesn't look like a Delibird. I mean, it looks like one, but it's not a Delibird. It's a robot. Oh my gosh, so cute. It's a robot. Look, Penny, I know you have glasses, but are you really that blind? Look at that thing. That's not a... Crimson, it's battle time. Are we fighting with Penny or... Okay, well, it looks like we're fighting with Penny. Interesting. Okay, well, let's go ahead and use Flame Charge to start with. Okay, I thought that would be super effective, but I kind of forgot that it's a robot. Oh, it is still an ice Pokemon. Okay, let's try to finish it off with Acrobatics then. There we go. Seriously, what was that? Darn thing scared me half to death. That was definitely kind of mechanical looking for a Delibird, wasn't it? No kidding. Come on, let's get inside already. One more jump scare like that and I'm done for. Okay. Got one more. Oh no, we got two more after this. Well, this looks pretty much the same as the first research station. Seems like wild Pokemon don't come in here. We should be able to catch our breath. Hey, seriously, what's with this place? That Pokemon. I've been wondering about that myself. I think maybe that Pokemon was, or one of these. What is that book? Ah. As we descended further into Area 0, we began to catch glimpses of mysterious Pokemon. We wondered if these compact, cruel beasts were indeed Pokemon at all. One of our team suffered a brutal blow from such a beast and was mortally wounded, forcing us to retreat for a time. A member of the survey team captured this survey team. That's kind of like the survey corps from Legends Arceus, but we captured this photograph by chance. I noticed a passing resemblance to the Pokemon known as Donphan, yet differences such as its texture and the way it moves suggest that it's biologically separate. To nothing say of its iron threads. Monsters of Area 0. They aren't actually Pokemon? I don't really know. What do you think of it, Crimson? At the end of the day, they're all just Pokemon. Yeah, same. I mean, they look different, sure, but they use moves in battle just like the Pokemon we know. I suppose the time has come for an explanation. Professor! Some of the life forms you see now residing within Area Zero are future Pokemon that lived in a distant day we have yet to see. Future Pokemon? What? That's awesome. Oh, come on. There's no way that's possible. The Zero Lab, where I'm located, contains a time machine. It summons the future Pokemon to this place. So, the thing my dad spent forever researching down here, he actually got it working? Indeed, though, the cost was catastrophic. The cost? But a time machine? You mean you could really travel to and from the future? It's theoretically possible to travel to the future. However, for such a human, it would be not impossible to return to the present. Well, that's horrifying. Dad, why did you call us here to Zero? Arvin, if possible, I would like to speak when we meet face to face. It'll be better for you to understand once you see the situation for yourself. Now then, Crimson, please use the central panel to disable another lock. Well done. Please continue your efforts at the remaining research stations. Hey, Crimson. You know that book you told me to bring? I think it's got something to do with this place. Or more like everything to do with this place. But I'm not the one he expects to fix whatever all this is. You are. I think you should be the one to carry it. Oh yeah, give us the Violet book. Thank you. Take care of it for me. Okay, Crimson? Alright, now on to here's my suspicions for the game. I'm starting to think that Professor Turo is evil now. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious that he has to be evil. There's no doubt about it. I mean, like, think of it. Why would he's asking so much of us, not to rescue him, but to bring him things. He wants us to unlock the lab. Maybe he's like a prisoner trapped there or something. He wants us to unlock him. He wants us to set him free. He wants the Violet book. He wants Miraidon. Think of it. Why, at the very beginning of the game, Miraidon was trying to escape something. That's how Miraidon fell into our hands. It's because it was trying to get away. Now, this makes me believe that Miraidon is trying to get away from Professor Turo, and that's why Miraidon won't come out and give us a ride around this place. That's why it's taking us a million years to find all of these labs. But anyways, that's just a guess, or just a theory for those who know. That's just a theory. Because again, this is my first time ever playing through this, so I don't know, I'm already having all of my suspicions. Normally, I mean, throughout this entire game, this game and Pokemon Sword, I've been pretty accurate with some of my predictions on like who's secretly the bad guy and what their master plan is and all of that. So yeah, but anyways, after this lab, I'm not sure where else we can go. Maybe down that deep dark cave. Alright, another research station. Alright, what Pokemon are we gonna fight now? Nice, we get to chill for a minute. Something's gonna jump out at us again, 100% guaranteed. Oh, Penny, such a Worrywart. Huh? Right. Wait a minute. CC? Wait a sec, that's just like the Titan Pokemon we saw. So, it was a future Pokemon all along. Whoa, you battled one of these before, Arvin? It looks super strong. Yeah, of course. Crimson and I are the old pros when it comes to Titans. Leave this to us. I think I have a prediction on what Pokemon we encounter next. So far, each of our companions has battled a Pokemon that we've been recognized with. So I think that the next Pokemon that we're gonna fight, it has to be, I think it's Miraidon. Okay, I don't know. I don't really want to like try to spoil anything if I'm right, but I'm just saying my predictions. I think it has to be Miraidon because I know. Here's the thing. I did some research about what it would look like to get Miraidon on our team, because we can ride Miraidon, we can do all these cool things, but the problem is when you get Miraidon on your team and you transfer him out, then there's obviously some problems. So that's why I did some research just to like ask that question in case I could transfer Miraidon in future games. And I found out that there is another Miraidon that we can catch somehow. So I don't know if it's going to be down here or somewhere else. But anyway, see, that victory is ours. Maybe the one we saw when we were searching out the Urban Mystica came down from here. You got to beat 2 of these Pokemon before our creator get together? Jealous. If we've got things from the literal future roaming around Paldea, there's a major problem. Isn't Professor Toro doing anything to keep them under control? How could he let this happen? Yeah, right, because it's not like the oh-so-brilliant Professor Toro ever messes up. Come on, Crimson. Let's get to that research station. Okay, let's head in. And made it to station number 3. How are we doing after all that walking and battling and whatnot? Need a rest? You feeling rough, Penny? Oh, no, it's not that. I've just been thinking ever since the professor mentioned the time machine. The Pokemon here in Area 0 came to our time machine from the future, right? So what about Miraidon? It's also one of those future Pokemon? It has to be, yeah. Huh. I think you're onto something, and kind of giving off those future vibes. Even the name sounds fancy. Wait a sec, I totally forgot. Hey Arvin, you had Miraidon's ball and you told us about its forms in the first place. Oh, that's right, Arvin rescued Miraidon, not Miraidon escaping. Well, actually, no, technically Miraidon escaped from Arvin. You must know something, right? You still remember that from way back? No wonder why you're everyone's little star pupil. Guess I've got no choice but to tell you then. That Pokemon Miraidon was found by my father when he was working on his time machine. I believe it would be best for me to take over the explanations at this point. Professor! Miraidon, which I entrusted to Crimson, was the first Pokemon that was successfully retrieved from the future by a time machine. Through analysis of its genetic makeup as well as its behavior patterns, I came to realize that what I discovered was a futuristic form of Cyclizar, a Pokemon commonly ridden in this region. Well, that makes sense. I guess they do look alike. Many other Pokemon also came to this place from across the boundaries of time. Wait, that's why there's some other Pokemon that are so similar. It's not, yeah, that's why we see some of these future Pokemons. But I was not able to bring over any more than 2 specimens of Miraidon. Yeah, see, 2 specimens of Miraidon. Okay, so it looks like, I think the next Pokemon we are going to fight is another Miraidon. You mean there's another one around here somewhere? What if they're family? The other one could still be in Area 0, waiting to be reunited with our Miraidon. A heartwarming family reunion. Exactly. I imagine how thrilled they would be if we could get family back together after all this time. Family, huh? That sounds nice. If we could proceed, Crimson, please press the next lock at the central panel. Okay, so then this should be the 3rd lock now. We just have to find the last lab. And then I guess I'm going to end the video just before we head over there because I kind of want to save that. But let's keep going. I think we have to go down this spooky cave. But yeah, I think... Do I have Pokeballs? That's the better question. I know we're going to have to catch Miraidon. That's the thing. We have to catch Miraidon. We have to catch this thing. This Miraidon is going to be in our party. Alright? Though I do hope that I don't accidentally take it out like how I usually do. I'm usually good at taking out Pokemon unintentionally. Okay, what do we got here? Can we get past here? Okay. How much more do we have? Oh, I think we're here. Well, no, something seems off. This area looks... There's no way it could be linked up with the other place. Oh boy, there's the last one. Oh my gosh, look at these huge crystals. They go all the way to the bottom. One slip and we could kiss our short lives goodbye. Oh, good call. Watch your step. So the professor's down there somewhere waiting for us. And that's totally fine. Alright team, watch yourselves and get to the bottom of this thing. This place looks unreal. Maybe there's some treasure down here like the story says. Yeah, this place is something for a while. Makes you feel like you've already died and went somewhere. Is it just me or the crystals give off the same glow as Pokemon when they terrestrialize? There's gotta be some sort of connection. Only one way to find out. Come on everybody, let's keep moving. We gotta go all the way down there. Okay, well that's gonna be... Oh, how much more do we have? Okay, that area right there, Pokemon battle. I know there's gonna be a Pokemon battle down there. So, I guess... Do we have enough Pokeballs? 30. Okay, yeah, we're fine. We're fine. What am I saying? We're fine. We're gonna be fine. I keep telling myself that, but I'm still worried that we're not gonna be able to catch it. That's gonna be a lot more challenging than I think. Okay, there's a lot of crystals here. Yeah, this is it. We're close to the end. And... I don't know what else we do from here. We're just gonna catch... I'm assuming we're gonna fight some Pokemon and catch them. And then... go from there? Okay, well let's... Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here before I accidentally trigger another cutscene. But yeah, that'll be it for now, so thank you all so much for watching. And I'll see you in the next video that I do. Goodbye! Oh my god. Oh. Goodbye!